Fantastic.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Incredible. All right. What about you?
My name is Princella, the Queen Maker.
Hey, y'all.
I'm 37 years old,
God
straight
damn.
out of here, straight out of Houston,
Okay.
and I'm an entrepreneur. And I went to school for cell and molecular biology.
You got your bachelor's degree in that?
No,
Or-
18 hours away.
Okay. So you're working on it right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you said you're an entrepreneur. Like what type of business do you run?
Well, I have my own podcast as well, and I'm a book writer as well. So I dibble and dabble in a lot of different areas, but specifically podcasting and book writing.
Okay.
Do you dabble in the dark?
Say again.
Do you dabble in the dark?
How do you do that? I don't know. I'm fully enlightened, so I don't think
Just
so.
guys.
Okay. I like the answer.
What's your podcast about? What do you talk about?
Anti what you talk about.
Oh,
Oh,
feminism.
Oh.
Come on with the fire.
Yeah, I wouldn't say feminism, but it's definitely anti-you. But I
Anti
agree.
me.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of stuff you say, though.
Okay.
Okay.
What in specific is it anti that you disagree with?
I actually don't disagree with a lot of the things that you say, but I
So then how's it anti me if you agree?
No, because the angle that you come from, which is one-sided, so you don't take into account the full picture. So right, so and you're a pretty logical man, and so I like to speak to you logically.
Yeah.
So scientifically, chemistry-wise, if you're gonna work a problem, an equation, and you're balancing an equation, you have to work both sides of the problem.
course.
So whatever you do to one side, you got to do to the other one. And so I'm just here to level out the equation. That's all.
Okay. Explain how the leveling out would be done, though.
Oh.
Like,
You'll see.
Okay.
Just talk. That's all you got to do.
fantastic.
Come with the fire.
Okay. And what's your relationship status?
I'm single.
I see why.
This guy,
That's the
bro.
best place to be, baby. No headaches.
Okay.
All right. Fantastic. What about you?
It ain't really no whataboutism, Myron. I don't know how long it was going to take to get to answer your original question, but let me go ahead and then they can answer your question.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So here, look, check it.
Check it.
Check it.
Monogamy ain't real. Okay.
For you?
And, Myron told y'all the game in his book. Did y'all read it?
Ooh.
Myron says males are slaves to their sex drive, which they are. He's trying to teach them not to be simps.
Lord.
So, Tupac said they got the game from a woman.
Ooh.
So no, you don't try to stop him from sleeping with other. You pass him around. You slut him out. You get a bunch of girls and you slut him out and you make him go to work. It's simple as that. You don't try to own no male. No, sir, we're not trying to own you, baby.
I never said
I'm gonna
that. by
pass
the
you
way.
around, Myron.
This
Yes.
is hilarious.
No, that's what you do. Because women were the original pimps and males were the original hoes.
What?
Right? Yeah, y'all was the original hoes. You
I
didn't know
like that shit.
This whole hoology?
Yeah. Sort him out. So no, sir, I'm not trying to stop you, and I'm not making no sacrifices. I'm gonna give you your biggest desire, sex. That's what you want, because y'all don't have no self-control.
They
So
don't.
give
and it's
you
empty.
the biggest thing that your heart desires, sex. Go ahead.
Oh, Myron.
All right.
Niggas still trying to get passed on for real.
But real fast, can I answer the question? I would give up any type of like male attention that he wanted. If he wanted me to take my social media, dressing a certain way in public, going to like clubs, I would be fine with that. If a guy would really wanted to make that commitment for me, I would definitely do that. So.
All right. So you'd give up all the avenues for men to reach you.
Yeah.
It looks like. All right. What about you? What would you give up in exchange for him being monogamous to you?
I would give up everything because I haven't met a monogamous man that I would want to be with.
Damn.
I would literally give up everything.
Okay.
If I met somebody that I really, really loved who only wanted to be with me and was
But she
monogamous.
didn't say she would share a guy, so I guess.
No, I said I would share one if the requirements were met.
Yeah.
But if I did find one who only wanted to be with me, I would give up everything.
I mean,
What is everything?
Anything he wanted me to.
Anything?
Except for oxygen.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
that's for obvious reasons. Yeah.
Okay.
What about you? What would you give in exchange for the guy being monogamous to you?
Well, first of all, no one is making him make that sacrifice. He's not being forced.
Well,
So-
that's the question is, what would you give in sacrifice?
Well, if I'm in a relationship, it's because they chose to be in a relationship with me, right? He asked me to be his girlfriend, which means that he enjoys my presence.
Or
he
you
already
asked him.
enjoys
Or-
everything that I provide. So,
See, this is what guys. This is that what
is
you
what
just
like, I
said.
didn't force him to
What
be
you
in
just
a
said is the perfect
relationship.
example why I tell you guys never ever ask a girl to be your girlfriend, bro.
100%.
Never
Don't
ever
say
ask.
that.
No, you guys got to ask us.
romantic.
Excuse.
The woman has to ask the man, and that's it. That
Oh,
what she said right
God.
there explains exactly why I say that all the time. Women have to ask you because men are the ones that give commitments. So the girl's got to ask you for the commitment, and then you dictate the terms. Because the problem is that when the guy asks the girl out, the girl thinks, "Oh, I qualify. I've already done everything I need to do to secure this guy's commitment."
And
they're
nothing-
not gonna.
And nothing
They're
more.
not gonna be better.
Mhm.
They're not gonna self-improve. They're gonna think I qualify as is. I'm not gonna do anything better. Which is why so many women behave poorly and behave the way that they do because men don't hold them to a standard.
Versus
Being honest here.
if she earned it, she'd appreciate what you give to her. Versus the other way around is like, oh, so easy. I could do nothing and lay
Your
on my
answer
back.
literally proves my point.
Pretty
Why
much.
men should never ever ask girls to be their girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask.
And here's the thing: what you just said is what like how a lot of girls feel. Like, oh, the guy asked me, so I qualify, I meet his requirements. I'm not going to change. Which I guess I'm not going to knock you for it because he's basically made it like, okay, you're good enough. And why would you feel the need to change if the guy's asking you out?
It makes sense.
But it's supposed to be the girl that chases the relationship, not the guy. What?
I have a question
Yeah.
for you, actually.
Yeah.
So you say that like you would, okay, you're not, wait, excuse me, are you in a relationship?
No, absolutely.
I
not.
don't know. I'm asking.
Wait,
are
hold
you?
on. What do you say?
Hell no.
Okay,
No,
I'm
if
asking
you are,
him, though,
she's a
I'm
very
not
docile-
No offense.
She's a what?
Much
Docile,
docile, but I want to know
submissive.
if you're in a relationship.
Yeah, multiple women, yeah.
Tail tucked.
Okay, you have.
of a
Oh, so you're
woman.
like
I got
you.
some man girls.
Okay,
Yep.
so you have your like. You have multiple girlfriends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so did these multiple girls ask you to be their girl, like their boyfriend?
Well, we're not there at the moment, but I'm not going to ask.
I understand that, but then
You hear
do
that,
you
girl?
expect a woman to get down on one knee and propose to you?
No, girls do what they normally do. They say dumb shit like, "Where are we?"
Where's this
So
going,
you,
babe?
that's what you mean by
I've
when
had
you
so many
That's
guys
right.
you're
ask me
saying you
that.
want a girl to ask, like you
That's a
don't
problem.
physically, or not physically, but you don't want like a
Come
girl
on
to be like, Myron, can you
Girls
please
rarely, if
be
ever,
my
do that.
boyfriend?
Girls aren't direct. They're not direct communicators.
That's what I mean. That's why I'm
they're
like,
gonna
how
say,
can you
"Where are we?
expect
Where do we
that?
stand?" Blah blah blah, and then that's when you can go ahead and have that conversation with her. Oh, you want to be elevated to like girlfriend? Oh, okay. Well, this is what it takes.
What are your requirements personally?
Yeah.
Myron.
Let's
Let's
I just want to know.
You could say menu.
I want to know
Hold on.
too.
Yeah.
You wanna
They
put-
love you.
Hold on. You want to qualify?
no, thank you.
Go on,
So then what you want to know?
I just want to know because I think that like the way that you think is like what this whole entire podcast is driven by. So I feel
Mhm.
like not only me and not only all the other women at the table, but I feel like everyone who's watching wants to know what you require in a
Well,
girlfriend.
You can
We're very
guess how many
curious.
times a girl's asked that same question on the show multiple nights.
Yeah, a million times.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't
But-
like watch it
But
religiously.
yeah,
I
it's
just
funny
wanna
how
know.
you know what's funny.
Yeah.
She said,
Must be a
his girl
docile
must
girl.
be docile and feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah, all my girls are.
Docile.
I would never
Okay.
tolerate a masculine, obnoxious, abrasive woman. That's not attractive to me. I don't want to date myself.
Do
But
y'all even
what-
know what? Do y'all even know what a relationship is? Because I'm listening to this and it's funny. Y'all know relationships are for bums. See, males. No, serious. Males'
You're funny.
highest
Mhm.
interest is sex.
Yep.
Mhm.
Y'all's
100%.
interest is emotions.
Hmm.
You do realize if you supply your own needs, males will still chase you for sex, and they will.
Mhm.
They need relationships. Y'all don't need relationships. They need them. Y'all looking for clout. Y'all looking
No,
for
no,
males.
I want to be with somebody one day. I
Yeah.
don't want to just like, I want a man. I will like submit to a man. If I find a real man who like meets all my requirements, I will like
Y'all
submit.
want, but y'all want males to be something that they're not. Y'all want males
No,
to
because
be
I still
emotional.
expect him
Hold
to
on.
like do what he like. I still expect him to fuck other women. Like if he is making fucking millions,
That's all you
he's
want?
gonna go have sex with another girl.
Do
Like
you want him to give you money?
it's not
or
what I
or-
want,
No,
but that's the reality
no,
of the
I'm talking about
situation.
in terms of relationships, do you want money or do you want emotion?
But that's how, like, you can have money and emotion, but you need to understand your man
Males
is
are
gonna
not
fuck
emotion-
another girl. He
males-
can give you money and emotion. He's still gonna have sex with
They're-
another woman if he's like,
they're
if
not-
he has enough money. Yes, he
they're-
is.
no.
I've been with plenty of them.
The
Yes, he is.
The male is not going to ever love you because the male is incapable of love.
That's not true. I
Oh.
don't think the male is incapable
Yeah.
of love.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
he's
think they're completely incapable.
I
they
think
are.
men love really hard.
Oh no, they don't.
They
no,
do, they
no,
do.
they don't.
They
See, I have
fake
a
it.
book called The 41 Shades of Men, and I have a book called The 5 Components of Love. And I teach women how to be queens. And the one thing y'all chasing men for, the reason why you never get it, It's because they can't
But a
give it.
queen's not a queen without a king. It's
Yeah.
a king.
We need
and a
each
queen.
other.
Are you sure about
It's
that?
a king and a queen.
Are you sure about that?
It's a king and
Are
a
you
queen.
sure about that? Because you know
It's a-
the ants. I mean, because we talking science, we talking logic, right?
Yeah.
So there is no such thing as a king ant. The ant colony is run by women. There is no such thing as a king bee. So you can't say that because the facts of nature show otherwise. See,
But what about a lion? A lion.
Actually-
But auntie, we are insects.
No.
I mean, I'm also religious, and I feel like our originating story is like Adam and Eve. It's not like Eve, and it wasn't like Eve.
See, like
Or
here's the thing.
Adam.
So look,
It's both.
like I get what you're saying. You want women to be empowered and to be able to deal without men, and men don't love and all this other stuff. And I get it, but you got to understand that that's a strategy that's going to leave a lot of women miserable.
Oh, it's only going to leave them
Because-
miserable because they're deficient. They're codependent, and they think that they can get their needs met by males, but they can't. And so what they'll do is get their energy sucked dry as young women, and then when they hit my age, you know, when we hit the wall,
Yeah.
and
Facts,
winter come,
facts,
yeah, when they get
facts.
when winter comes,
Yeah.
then they'll get back on here, and y'all will tell them, hey, y'all should have chose better.
Yep.
So the reason why they can't choose better because they don't choose themselves, they choose y'all, and they shouldn't be choosing y'all. But
I disagree, because the thing is that for all of human evolution, we've always been better together than apart. Like what the thing is that you don't understand, right? You're able to say the things that you're saying now because you enjoy the modern conveniences that men have built up, where you can be
what
by
man?
yourself.
What men? Because I read your book, and all
Men
of the
created society.
wait a minute. What men? Because the book, the men that you named in the book didn't look like you. Elon Musk. You mentioned Elon Musk. All of these white males. Why didn't you mention any black males in your book?
MLK.
You didn't. No. He didn't mention that. I read your book, Myron.
Okay.
So none of the males that you mentioned that built the world look like y'all. So
See,
They
here's the
still
thing.
have dicks though.
We're not making this a race thing. We're making this a gender thing. And what I'm saying is that men built up the
but
world.
y'all,
Period.
it's only black males out
I don't know
here
why you're
crying.
deflecting here, trying to make it like a black and white thing.
They
It's
have
not a black
dicks.
and white
Wait,
thing.
but she's
But it's y'all
But that's
asking
irrelevant.
for
She's
submission.
trying to no, stop. We're not going to go down that road because the thing is that we're not going to make this a black or white thing, because that's not what the conversation is about.
But it's y'all asking
You're trying
for
to make
submission.
you're trying to make it a racial thing, and it's not a racial thing.
But it's
I'm
y'all
simply
asking
saying
for submission,
men
Myron.
built up the world.
But what men? Because y'all also talk about white supremacy too. And that
What?
y'all also males, no, the black males also talk about being oppressed by the males that y'all say built the world. That's the bottom
Bro.
line.
Okay. Who ever said that on this
Bro,
podcast?
like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you making this a race podcast all of a sudden? Like, no one cares about race. I'm simply saying, because you're trying to say here, let's go back all the way here, because you're going on a tangent.
No, okay.
You're saying, oh, you're dependent upon men. You need to be able to be by yourself and, you know, be a queen, blah, blah, blah. All I'm saying, the thing is that strategy that you're telling women to employ is going to leave them sad, alone, and depressed, because women are social creatures. They like to be around a family, children, and a man.
Women. The community was
You know,
women.
stop the show. Hold on. Let's add, how many of y'all want to be single for the rest of your life? Raise your hands.
No.
Thank you.
Okay.
Point proven.
No.
You're the only one that's okay with it.
No. Here's the thing. Now you're a logical
Most
man.
women don't want that.
You're a logical male, though, right? You're a logical male.
Yes.
So, okay, since we're logical, we have to go back to psychological programming, right? Is that a thing or is it not?
Women are social creatures.
They were social amongst other women. It takes a village to raise a child. Who was the village? It's always been women. Who are women taking their children to for daycare services? Other women.
But the
Who
men,
are doing the maid services? Women. Women run pretty much everything.
but the men,
Really?
the men would go hunt, come back home, and be with the family.
He
So-
would go.
men
hunt
are
and
not
come back.
hunting anymore.
No, but they're going to work though.
No.
They're making money for the family, come back home. It's the same dynamic.
In a system that y'all complain about not allowing you to be free and to be in your nature. Oh yeah.
Oh no, I'm free. I'm not complaining at all.
Because the book Why Women Deserve Less
Mhm.
is talking about males not being able to be free in their nature. You know, going to work and you can't break this rule, that rule. That's all created by patriarchy. All of these rules that you say men created, those rules were created by men.
Well, what's your argument here? What's your argument here? I'm confused. You just went on a whole other side tangent from
No.
what we were talking about.
No, my argument is this, is that everything that y'all are saying is not fully true. It's not fully true.
Which part? Which part of it?
About men being the ones that don't need relationships, that women need relationships, and that women don't want to be single. Women were never single. Their social relationships and their social bonds have always been with other women throughout history. Throughout history.
They want dick too, though.
But why do they want dick? You know why they want dick? Because see, y'all want pair bonding. How do women get pair? How do you pair bond?
What are you
No.
saying right now?
How do you pair bond?
What the fuck, bro? She came here with an agenda, bro, to argue about some random shit that don't make sense. That isn't even who we're talking about.
Yo.
Wait a minute. So
Like, what the
women
hell?
not wanting to be with more than one male don't have anything to do with quote unquote pair bonding.
Look, man.
Science.
Let's get back to the main point here. Your strategy that you are saying for women to employ of loving themselves and being by themselves and not worrying about men and pimp out the men and they're the hoes and we're the ones that are actually the pimps, all this other stuff, that will leave a lot of women single, depressed, without a man, with cats and dogs.
Only because they believe
So-
what y'all saying. That's all. That's the only reason why.
Bro, it's not about them believing. Because listen, a lot of women don't watch our podcast. It's mostly men that watch our podcast.
Yeah.
Women, since the beginning of time, have wanted to walk down the aisle in a white dress with a man waiting for them.
Wait a minute.
Being
Wait-
married and
that-
being in a committed relationship. Women want a relationship.
That was a production. That was a sold fantasy. That was produced by the
It's
people.
what women want.
It
It's
doesn't.
what women want.
Why do they want
That's
it?
it's biologically hardwired
no,
in
no,
women
no.
to want a mate.
No.
That's what it is.
That's false. Because if that was
Did I not just say a second ago, how many of you want to be single for the rest of your life? No one raised their hand.
well, in
You
your,
didn't even raise your hand.
no, in your book, you said that women don't want men. That's what you said in your book.
They
don't
don't
want
want
a majority of
most
men.
men.
Right, which the most men by nature aren't supposed to get women. The majority of males are supposed to die virgins. That's biological. I mean, you do study biology, right?
Bro. What the fuck, man? Like you're just
I mean, because
like,
that's how y'all talk about
you're
it.
making
Sex.
no points here.
No, that's how y'all talk about it. Sex, 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 sex. Your whole book is about sex, 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 and not being able to get it.
No, it's about not being a simp.
Uh,
I don't think you read it. You just yapping.
No, I
It
read
is the struggle of a man in today's society.
And not
Yeah.
being a simp and prioritizing yourself over women.
Yeah.
And then that actually makes you more attractive.
Well, the majority of males don't have self-discipline because sex is their number one objective.
And that's why I'm telling guys like they need to prioritize themselves first.
But they won't ever do it because sex is y'all's ruler biologically. See,
All right, bro. We're moving.
get
You
well,
just
let
yapping,
me
bro.
just say one more thing. Let me say
We're
one more
moving
thing.
on. We're moving
Go
on.
ahead.
We're moving
I'll
on.
come back to it.
Okay. Fucking incredible.
Whose auntie's this? Whose auntie's this?
What the fuck, man?
God damn.
Okay.
Where were we before?
Question.
The sacrifice thing.
Sacrifice, yeah.
Yes.
So
What would you, or no?
I already went.
So-
yeah.
you gave your answer earlier.
Yes,
So
I did.
What would I?
so
What would I give up?
for your man to like, do his thing.
I mean,
If you expect monogamy in return.
I mean, I've done swinging. I've done like I'm cool with experimentation as long as there's communication, as long as
Yeah,
we're
of
on the
course.
same page, as
So he
long
doesn't have
as
to be not monogamous to you.
he got to tell me what the fuck is going on. Like I it's not just anybody because there's way too many diseases out here for you to just be playing with me. But you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we can go to little swinger clubs. We could go meet couples. We can like.
All right.
so
Well,
I'm
you
a
actually
very
raised your hand. You didn't need monogamy.
right. Like
Okay.
you know what I mean? As long as you're being honest with me, listen,
But what if
we
he,
could.
but
We
he's
could
probably not going to want you to fuck other dudes, though. So
why
like,
not? Like, listen, listen. Like I said, we have fantasies, and if you're fucking somebody, and we're it's fine, it's cool. Listen, you only have one life to live. This is the only life I get. And if me and you are in a partnership, we understand each other, we communicate, we're making money, then we're gonna live our life to the fullest. We're gonna travel. We're gonna respect each other.
are you aware of the fact that you fucking another dude is the biggest disrespect to a man?
To what, man? To you, because that's your standard. That's what your beliefs are. That's what your
Wait.
beliefs are. Listen, this is 2023. This is what you guys are
So-
forgetting is that women are making money now. Women are independent. We
Someone-
technically don't need men. Technically, yeah. You may think that women need men. I'll
But
give you an example.
But you want men though.
But I don't need y'all, and no, not really. I want the right man. I don't want men. I
Go,
want the
queen.
right man.
Go.
And are you aware that
That's
the right
number
man
one.
probably is not going to accept you fucking other dudes?
Well, listen, then I'm going to
Like-
date.
Yeah.
This is why people date, though. This is why you date. You date to understand who you're with. I'm not going to be with somebody and I'm not a square. So I'm not going to be with somebody that is not on my same wavelength. We're going to
What do
be
you mean by wavelength?
like, we're going to
different
have
dicks?
the same views on life. We're going to have the same goals. We're going to have, we're going to be eye to eye on things. Like, of course you have,
So here's the thing.
disagreements. And
I can already tell you're a very masculine woman, which is cool. I mean, it is what it is.
you
are.
I'm not masculine.
You have
at all.
very masculine traits. You're non-agreeable, assertive. You're dominant to a degree. I can already tell from speaking. And it's funny because you were saying before, oh, your girls are probably docile and submissive, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
And you said it in a condescending way, which also it infers clearly that you're not
Okay.
that, right? And I see the little nuances, which is cool. You're a masculine woman, but you are aware that hyper-masculine men don't like that. And they're not going to tolerate a woman fucking other dudes.
Okay.
That's just how it is.
I'm just
That's fine.
curious.
There's
though.
a lot of
That's fine.
couples-
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that for me, even if maybe I am more masculine, doesn't matter. For me and for whoever I'm with, we're gonna be on the same wavelength.
And there's gonna be
Does
like
your-
a more
and you have
masculine
there's variety of
Of-
people in the world that
Right.
believe different things. You don't
Mhm.
have to be with a
There's
woman.
a lot of couples that are swingers and they're 80 and they're still swinging.
they
and
love
they're
it,
fucking
girl.
happy.
They're happy as hell.
And
But
I think
swinging is
everybody-
Yes,
not the
but-
same
let's
They're
be
thing.
not
honest, though.
stressed.
Let's be honest though.
Swinging
Those
is
parties.
No, they like fuck each other. Like the husband.
But no,
I'm
no,
like,
Look, man, look, women don't respect men
Exactly.
that
what I was saying.
let their girl get fucked. I don't care what you say, how you try to spin it, whatever it is. Like, and I'll just call a spade a spade. I'm just going to be honest here. To deal with the elephant in the room. You don't respect your man. And I already can tell from
I
your
respect
mannerisms.
him very
Stop.
much.
When
I
a
respect
woman-
him very
When
much.
a woman is with a man that she loves and admires and respects, everyone can't get her to shut up talking about him.
Yeah, it's true.
She annoys them with how much she talks about her man, how happy she's to be with him. She brags about him. She's like, oh my God, she shows him all over the place.
Agreed.
The
Agreed.
fact that you were so reluctant to talk about it and you don't even want to mention him
Agreed.
tells me
No.
volumes about the man. And also,
I
the
don't
way
want to
you-
talk to him about my relationship with him.
You came on a
here.
relationship podcast.
Okay, but I don't have
That's
to.
what we talk
I don't,
about.
Okay.
So I mean, you get what I'm saying here? Like, typically, when I look at a girl, the way she talks about her man when he's not in the
Mhm.
room tells me volumes about that man's masculinity, not how much she respects him.
Yeah.
Right.
You can say what you want.
I talk about my man to everyone.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
clearly-
I absolutely do.
Until we
Listen,
called
you
out.
don't know
Until
me
we
more than
called
me.
you out.
I promise you that. You don't know
Until
me more than me.
Well, I know women very well. I know masculine women like you as well. And I'm telling you, from the way that you speak about him,
Mhm.
it tells me volumes. It tells me everything I need to know already.
I want to
Oh.
know one thing from you, Miss
Okay.
Rebecca J. Live.
Yes.
Does your man let you smash other men?
That would be a discussion. It's not. If I wanted to, I could ask. I mean, do I want to go out and fuck other men? No, I don't.
See, the
So
fact that
But
you even have a
if me and
discussion, that
him-
tells me
if-
everything,
So
bro.
It's but we
That
have
tells me
we
everything.
have an open relationship. It doesn't listen. Like I said, everyone
Open?
it is not in your box.
mm-hmm.
We
Everyone is
I just
not
figured
in
it
your
out.
box.
You
And
just see what I
and
you
the
figure
thing
out what I
is that
figured out?
you
Open.
have a very outdated view on women.
Yeah.
You have a very outdated view on how relationships are now. Like you want women to be at home, right?
where
Preferably
they thrive.
you. Okay, that's where they thrive.
Yeah.
In this society,
Mm-hmm.
the world that we live in,
Mhm.
most households cannot survive on a one income.
Sure.
They can't. Women have to go out and they got to work. And guess what? When they come home, guess who's cleaning and cooking?
But
And
what
doing
would
all
most
that other
women
stuff.
prefer if given the choice?
If given the choice,
They would stay at home and have a man take care of them if given the choice. But most women don't have that luxury.
I think that there are generally there are a lot of women that would prefer that, and I believe that there's women that would like to make their own money too.
Most women, if given the choice of working a job and or staying at home
Okay.
and a man providing for them, they would prefer to stay home and not go out and make money.
that's
That I
facts.
literally just agree with you.
But you're saying like, well, I think there are a lot of girls
But-
who want to still make their own money. I mean, maybe a little bit.
No,
but
what I'm telling you is that there's women that don't that they
Stop.
live differently than that, and that's okay.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. Is what I'm
Here's the
saying.
thing.
Like,
Everybody's
you're trying
different.
to, you're trying to
Everybody's
demonize it and make it seem like
no,
something that's
because
bad,
this
but
is
it's
this is
not.
what I'm trying to say. Only
Mhm.
women have the privilege of not knowing what men want and saying the things that you guys say with the ridiculous amount of confidence that you guys have. Men don't want their girl fucking other dudes.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Like it's crazy that I even have to say this, but this goes to show the delusion of modern day females where they
But
don't
I'm not
understand.
disagreeing with
Where
you.
they don't understand that men have boundaries and standards. It's just that men
Myron,
can't
I'm not
express
disagreeing
that
with
because
you.
you can't even shut up and let me finish the sentence right now.
Okay.
This is why I'm saying men can't be honest with women, because even if I'm expressing it right now,
Mhm.
you're not even listening to understand. You're listening to say, that's outdated. Guys shouldn't think that way, blah, blah, blah. Men have been wired this way for centuries to want women that aren't hoes, to want a girl to be loyal to them, etc. This is how we're hardwired. Just like you want a guy to make more money than you, have more status than you, be taller than you, be stronger than you. Why is it that the things that are hardwired for you that you want, it's okay, but the things that I want are outdated?
Okay.
Think about that. Like, really, you want a guy that's taller than you. What have I told you? That's outdated. Think.
I don't care about shit like that.
Yo,
I don't.
of course you
I mean,
don't,
I
man.
don't. I don't
What?
personally. I can't say that I.
I'm just
care
curious
about
from
stuff
you,
like
and
that.
this is my last question
Women
for
in
you.
general overwhelmingly prefer men taller than them is my point.
Okay, but I am agreeing
Is
with
it outdated for me
generally.
but why? But notice how I don't say that's outdated or try to shame it. But when I
Alright.
say men in general don't want their girl fucking other dudes, that's outdated. That's primitive. It's 2023.
I never called it primitive. I'm just saying that that's not
But
how
you're saying it's old and it's outdated. Just
Times
Okay.
have changed,
times have
so to
changed.
speak.
Yes.
yeah, you're trying to say times have changed. What I'm saying is
Okay.
that times have changed, but biology hasn't.
One last
So you
question for
won't
me.
listen to her when
Well,
she's talking.
She did. She asked
Give
me.
the whole spiel.
Okay, what
No,
were you
because
gonna
I
ask
just
me?
called y'all delusional, and I just told y'all that y'all believe in a fantasy.
Mhm.
Y'all they disagree, but he just called y'all delusional, which means y'all's crazy for what y'all asking for that they keep telling you that they ain't gonna give you.
I mean,
I never said that.
but that's
No.
what I do still
No, I
believe
said
that there's certain good
women are
guys
delusional
out there.
because they don't understand what men want.
Yeah.
Right, because they want y'all
That's
to
not
want,
what you
no,
said
no, they
at all.
want y'all to want something that you keep saying that y'all don't want. So y'all just called them delusional, and I told them that they was delusional pretty much earlier, that they want a fantasy that they're not going to get, because by nature y'all are programmed a certain way.
No, any girl can get married. That's not a fantasy that they can't get.
Well, they want certain things out of that marriage. They all just sit up here and said what they want.
No, I'm saying women don't understand men.
I know they don't.
That's my thing.
I
is they
know,
don't
and that's
understand
what
men.
I'm trying to get them to see, that they don't understand.
I
And
don't
you trying
think
to do the
women
same
should
thing.
have to understand all men. I think women
Yes,
should
you
have
do.
to understand their man.
No, you have to
I think
understand
every
the nature
man
of
is.
males.
I think men are different.
What if I told you
think
men are
different.
very similar?
They are
I know,
very
but like
similar.
I think there's different personality traits.
No.
Different men want. There's some men who want 4 wives, 5 wives.
Myron.
Yeah,
But there's other men who wouldn't even want to deal with 4 women. Some men would be like, "Fuck that!"
Flash.
Like,
No, ultimately they want to, but
They don't have the
They don't
ability
have
to
the
do so.
ability
Yeah.
to do so. They
I
want,
think
they
if
all
they
want
had the
same
money
thing.
to do it, I don't think they would want 4 some. I'm not saying
See, you don't
all, but I'm
think-
thinking
what they want, we're telling you what men want as men.
most men, but not all men.
You
We
don't
talk-
get to
we
tell
talk to most men.
males. You don't. No. As women, y'all don't get to tell males how they're wired. You
No,
can-
I know,
yeah.
but that's what they're telling me. But I've heard it different from other men too.
But see, men
They're
will lie
saying
to
that to
you.
fuck you in the
They'll
shit,
lie
bro.
to
They
you.
wanna smash
Males
you.
will
Like,
lie
bro.
to you
no, no, it's different.
They
We're not
will
trying to
lie
smash
to
you.
you
Bro,
to get what they want.
that's crazy, man.
Y'all are resources to men.
All right, yo.
All right,
Yo, let's move on.
Yeah. What about you?
And the question is, what do I like that's toxic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a man.
If you even like men, I don't know if you like them anymore.
It's possible that I don't. It's
Oh,
but
shit. Okay.
I mean, it's possible. No, I don't like anything toxic in a man. What I do like is what we would call divine masculinity, a person that has willpower, ambition, direction, and has the ability to transmute sexual energy into a higher purpose. I don't want a dude that his main focus is sex all the time. That means he has nothing else going for himself. So if he can transmute that energy into a direction, I mean, this is in Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, Sex Transmutation, Chapter 11, if y'all want to check it out. Take that energy and put it to a divine purpose. If he can't do that, he's just not. I see you, Aaron. That's right. Aaron,
Toxic about that. What are you talking about?
think about it. I say I don't
Yo.
like nothing toxic. I don't
That
like
is the
anything
most
toxic.
toxic
But
thing
the
I've heard
question
all
is,
show.
Yeah.
something toxic.
Yeah, please.
That's toxic.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm serious.
No,
don't
I
like
know
nothing
you
toxic.
don't like
So you're the
anything
toxic.
toxic,
But
but
that's what
that's the question. that
That
we're
was-
asking.
That's the
But
question.
but I did answer it.
No, that's
I
toxic,
answered.
bro.
You didn't answer at all.
I did. I said I don't like anything toxic, but what I do like, and
All right. You know what? How about this? Back 15 years ago,
Yeah.
when you were at your peak,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
mhm.
Not now. What attracted you to guys?
That same thing.
See, women wise up and say the things that you're saying right now when they're older and they don't have the same amount of options. But when you were at your peak, and you're partying in Miami, all that other stuff.
I didn't do that. See, I got my commission as an officer. I spent 8 years in the Army. No, I didn't do that.
And you didn't smash no dudes in the military?
No.
You didn't smash no dudes in the military?
No, I did not smash any dudes in the military. I know it's hard for y'all to believe.
It's not
Yeah, somebody call up, man. Somebody call up.
He said that's cap.
Y'all can say what you
all
want.
over the place, man. Military chick, and you said you were officer?
But yeah, I was.
Wait,
but see,
officer?
but see, that's what I said. Even
Yo.
no matter what you say,
Real
people
talk?
gonna perceive what they want
She
to
want a
perceive.
unicorn. Niggas trying to smash. The fuck? Niggas trying to smash every day.
That's
Let's talk
what
I
about
said
this.
that.
What about you?
Niggas with shit though.
All right, what about you? Toxic trait that you're secretly attracted to, which I think I know what it would probably be, but
Why don't you tell me what you think it is, and I'll tell you if you're right.
no, go ahead.
Oh.
No, you go ahead.
Okay,
You got it.
God, you seem to know me better than me. So,
I just know.
okay. Anyways, like she said, I would say, when a man tells me to relax or, calm down. Yeah, I mean, listen.
Fucking call
He
me.
just said it.
Oh, is that what you
I
said?
was gonna.
Yeah.
I was gonna
good
say.
job.
I was gonna say that's what
Is
it
that
was.
toxic?
Oh, okay. Did you write it down? I wish you would have wrote it down.
Wrote it down.
Oh no, we know.
Yeah, we just know.
From the show.
Because here's the thing. Again, hypermasculine women need hypermasculine men to get them in check.
Yeah.
So I already know what's going to turn you on is you're going to need a guy to tell you to shut up and put you in your place extra hard.
But is that toxic?
Yeah, it can be.
Is that really toxic, bro? When they're trying to help you out and
In
you say
mainstream
calm down?
society today,
Yeah, they will
it's
claim it as
considered
that.
toxic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get people
Anything-
take it.
Anything that puts boundaries on women is considered misogynistic and toxic in 2023. You can't tell women
That's
shit.
what we're
Controlling.
saying
You
now.
can't tell women anything in today's day and age. Like
I
if
think
I tell
that's
a girl, be quiet or that was stupid or whatever, that's considered fucked up. Somebody had something?
I was gonna say I think that's a problem. Like I'm a woman, but I feel like there should be certain boundaries on women. Like I don't think it should be ruled as misogynistic.
Let me ask the question then
Like
for the
your
panel real
views, at
fast. So, all right, so you like a guy to check you, I guess. Do you think
Sometimes.
it's needed? Sorry, you're gonna say something?
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Do you think it's needed in society for men to check women?
Do I think it's needed? I think everybody at certain points needs to get checked sometimes. Yeah, I would say
Vice
so.
versa,
Same
friends.
and vice versa as well.
Wait, to men?
Yeah, I think that my way of checking my man is not going to be, like you say, masculine. My way is going to be more like, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to tell you what, is bothering me. And,
You'll air your grievances.
Yeah.
Okay. But when I say check, I mean as in, do you think in today's day and age, men need to check women, be able to tell her yo, shut up, or no, this is not how it's gonna go,
Yeah.
etc.
I mean, I think
You think
that
so?
I think that y'all are just wired to check to be that way anyways.
I'll
You know what I
disagree. I
mean?
think most men don't check women.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying that they don't. I'm saying that you guys, even with each other, is you're gonna check your boy if he's doing some dumb shit, right? You guys are, girls are more passive than men are.
Yeah.
As far
Oh
as
my
with
God.
each other.
Here he goes.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that, so you think men do need to check women in relationships?
Generally.
That's the
I
question.
guess. Yeah.
That's the
sure.
question.
Okay.
She
Sure.
don't want to admit it. But
Wait, I have
No,
a
it's not that I
question.
don't want to admit it. I'm saying that I think that everyone needs to get checked sometimes, especially by the person that's closest to you.
Oh, men and women.
Yeah.
okay. But I'd argue it for the relationship to work. I think the man needs to be able to check his girl.
Right. I don't disagree.
But the
there's
other way around, because here's the thing: men get checked by society and by their peers. Women need to get checked by their men.
Okay.
Is
So
what I
let
mean.
me ask you this. So
Yeah.
if you're doing something that is wrong, it's dumb, you wouldn't be okay with the closest person to you that knows you the best to tell you, hey, you're better than that. I don't think you should be doing that. It's up to you whether you want to continue doing what you're doing, but you wouldn't want the closest person to you, if it's a woman, your woman, you don't want her to say, hey.
The reality is that women really don't understand the male struggle, and they don't understand the male burden performance and the masculine, need to go out there and conquer. So
But you
women
understand the woman.
yes, because the difference is that men must understand women to attract women, but women
Okay.
don't have to understand men to attract them. That was the argument I made earlier.
Okay.
When I was telling you about the whole cuckery and swinger thing.
Mhm.
The reason why you're able to say things like, oh, well,
Cuckery.
letting your girl fuck another dude is literally cuckoldry.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that women, right, can say crazy stuff like, yeah, I'm going to go to a swinger party and get fucked by other dudes and my man's just going to accept it. And I'm like, actually, no, that's unacceptable for most men. Like,
I didn't say he would accept it. I said it would be a conversation. If he said no, then it's a no.
I mean, why would it be a conversation if you know that?
Yeah.
Because
it's gonna bother him?
I spoke for
99%
myself.
chance.
I spoke for me, for what I would want for my life.
Yeah, but I'm telling you that 99% chance your guy's not gonna be okay with that.
Okay.
And if they do say it's okay, they're doing that because they're scared to lose you.
Yeah.
They're letting you do it because they know they don't have the power or the ability to tell you no.
That's a huge problem, by the way. If he lets you do it.
Most women don't. Most men don't have the ability to tell their girl no, even if it means them having sex with other dudes, because they don't have the sexual market value and the charisma or the charm or the money or the status, whatever it is, or the game to tell a girl no, that's unacceptable behavior. I mean, if my girl even came to me and said I want to fuck another dude, I would be like, you're single now. I wouldn't even like, what the fuck, like that wouldn't even be like that's not even like on my radar.
Okay, but so for the record,
Yeah.
I've never gone up to my man and told him I want to fuck another man. Like that's never happened. I'm saying that if hold on, if he wants to fuck another girl, right, and we're in an environment where everyone is having fun, we're
Yeah, but the question about you fucking another dude is my thing. I'm trying to say it's not equal. You
Okay.
fucking another woman is not the same as you fucking another dude at all.
I mean, okay.
I mean, it's not. I mean,
Okay. I think that it's a perspective thing. I think it just depends on the person. It is. It absolutely is.
It's not, because male and female sexuality is very different. It's easy for women to get sex. It's hard for men to get sex. So therefore, we're not equal.
Okay.
Way easier.
Think about it for a second.
I'm not saying that it's hard for me to get sex. I'm saying that I don't need it all the time.
But that's important to note, that it is easy for you to get sex. So therefore, you don't get respect for doing it. And if you do it when you have a man, it's treachery. It's the biggest form of betrayal, because men don't ask for much.
Okay.
Like, I mean, that's just what it is. That's why a woman going to a swinger party is unacceptable.
Okay.
Versus a guy, it's like, you know.
It's acceptable.
There's women at that party, so
that's what I was saying. There's couples at the party that's
right,
married
and
for
it's
20,
work,
30
and
years.
they're typically
super happy.
typically, and I wouldn't say that, man. Like you ain't, most of these swinger parties, I'll just keep it 1,000. It's fucking ugly bitches, man.
Facts.
It's what it is. We're gonna keep it 1,000.
And the dude, deep down, if he has any ounce of masculinity in him, doesn't want that to happen.
Yeah,
even an ounce of it.
Like the men that women are actually attracted and aroused by, don't let their fucking chick bang other dudes, bro. But anyway, going back, the question was, do you think women need to be checked in a relationship for it to work?
No.
Okay.
No.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 For sure.
Yeah. Nothing's forever, but it can help. Like,
That's not-
relationship.
That's
don't
not. It's a
last.
yes or no.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you
I
think-
don't. Yeah, I'm still like I'm confused.
It can help.
Is that a yes?
Yeah, it can help, but
You were the one arguing
But
saying
you
that
in
was
a
a good thing.
relationship. Is that gonna help you, or is it not gonna
of
help
course it'll
you?
help the relationship. I'm
If a
sure.
man,
But-
but you, not the
His
relationship.
woman,
Of
then
course
that's
that-
not his woman. Period.
Vice versa,
'Cause
she can check.
that's
in,
just
see what I'm
some
saying? Of course
bitch
it'll
that-
help, but I'm saying like, not everything could last. Like,
She don't want to be checked, man.
no, I would like to be checked. I like to be told how I
All
am
right,
as
for
a
the
person.
girls that said no, why do you think no, that women don't need to be checked for a relationship to work?
Well, the main thing is that males pursue women, and women are already free before they get there. So it's not his job to tell her what to do, but he's only doing that because he thinks he owns her. I mean, he's marking his territory. That's the whole thing. Males mark territory and they conquer. So they think that's what they need to do, but the nature of a woman, that's not what he needs to do. His place is to have sex, reproduce, and then go work. Not to tell you what to do, but they will.
Hold on.
But wouldn't it be fair to say that for you to get sex from a woman, she has to respect you?
Not necessarily. Because it's a lot of women that don't respect themselves and they'll screw anything.
I mean, outside of a prostitute and a John, I'm talking about when you're seeing a girl and you're dating her, right? Wouldn't it be fair to say that she needs to like actually respect you to a degree to fuck you?
No. There are women literally having sex with males who are in marriage and they really do not respect them, but they're there for other reasons, whether it's money, whether it's coercion. They're there not because they actually respect you. Otherwise, if that was the case, men wouldn't keep complaining about women not respecting them. No, but it's the truth.
What I'm saying is, in a relationship, right?
Mhm.
For the girl to be in the relationship with you, she's got to respect you.
Not necessarily. No.
Then it's not a relationship. It's her just running you into the ground. I'm talking about a healthy, productive relationship where the man is in a leadership role, whatever it may be, and a woman's actually happy She's got to respect her man.
Okay, well,
Is my point.
well, respect is earned. So if he's doing something that earns that admiration, because that's what respect is, admiration. So you're
Yeah.
doing, So a woman that truly
That's what I'm trying to
admires,
say.
if she truly admires you, she's going to listen to you. But that's not the average relationship. So if you're just saying relationships, no, a woman doesn't need to respect
Because
a male
men
to be
don't check
one.
women is my point.
Well, they don't have to.
I think
No,
men do
they-
have to check
they
women. That's
should.
my whole point.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, the only reason why y'all think so that you have to, because you want naive women that don't know anything. No,
Who said that?
well, he did say he don't want
He
a
goes
woman
for
that's
younger women that are less
he said
problematic.
that. So
and less
that's a child. So of course you're gonna have to check a child because they don't know no better.
predatory.
If someone has boundaries,
Even grown women act like children. I'll give it 1,000 with y'all. The reason why men have to check women is because women behave like children most of the time,
Well,
even
I
when they're
agree with-
adults.
I agree with that,
And the
Myron.
reason why, explain why women behave like children a lot of times. It's because they're attractive, they get attention up front, they're given the world at 18 years old. So a lot of the times guys have to reel them back in and bring them to reality. Be like, hey, look, I'm not some sugar daddy simp, blah, blah, blah. This is how it is if you're going to be with me. I have boundaries on this relationship and this is how it is.
No, I agree with that. I do agree with
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Guys have to check women a lot of times because a lot of times women live kind of in a fairy tale and
They
they kind of
do.
operate like children. And what I mean by children is they don't deal with the consequences of their actions a lot of times.
No, I agree with you with that. A lot of them, like y'all said earlier, they're delusional, and I told them earlier that they live.
So
and
they
want-
must be checked.
Right, but like I said, they want a fairy tale of a relationship, but they can't see the reality of real life because they don't know the nature of men.
So
don't-
therefore they have to be checked.
Well,
Your argument is
yeah,
saying they don't
yeah,
need to be
yeah.
checked. I'm saying they do need to be.
checked for what? So I guess maybe we need to make some clarity because there's so many different. No, seriously, there's so many different things that you can be checked on. Checked on what? Because that's what it depends
That
on.
you have boundaries
Okay.
as a man.
Well,
That's what,
everybody has boundaries. So yeah, everybody's gonna have to check people on their boundaries. Right? You can't let anybody push your boundaries, male or female. So what? So yeah, if
what
she's
I'm
pushing-
arguing is that most guys
Yeah.
don't have boundaries at all with chicks, which
Right,
is
and
why
I-
girls walk all over them.
Right, and there's a lot of girls that don't have boundaries because they're willing to gut themselves out if a male has money, and they've already said, "Well, I'll give up everything." Some of them did say, "I'll give up everything just for a guy."
If he's monogamous,
If
that was
he-
the question.
right? And so,
And
they
if he was providing what I wanted,
and they can sell you
I said
illusion of monogamy, and you're giving up everything, so you don't have any boundaries. So everybody has
But
to
that's
check
the reality.
everybody.
If you're with a higher status guy, you do have to give up a lot as a woman. Like you
Right.
do have to
So
give
that
up
means
shit.
she doesn't have to have boundaries, but everybody has to have boundaries. Otherwise, you're going to get drained. That's just the reality.
Drain is what?
Yeah.
She already has boundaries
Yeah.
because the guy attracted her in the first place.
Yeah,
That's
but-
how he was able to, he got her through her wants of being, I want a rich guy.
Yeah.
So I would argue she actually has boundaries to a high degree.
Right. Well, no, actually not, because money is not the end all be all. And this is why you end up with a lot of women who are trying to get away. Like there was a lady on TikTok. She dated a man who he made money. But guess what? When he was tired of her, what did she do? He threw her out on the streets.
She probably
Yeah.
fucked up and did something.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Men rarely initiate breakups. I'm telling you, if a girl gets broken up with, none of y'all have been broken up with at the panel.
Yeah,
I mean, that
facts.
should
They
speak
get
volumes.
Yeah, like,
Well, the
make like
majority of
that.
males are
That
simps,
should be
and
that
they
should be
can't
volume.
get.
That should speak
Yeah,
volumes. But
but-
that's my point.
Yeah, and
Doesn't
so if
matter.
they're simps, that means they can't get women. So when they finally get one, they'll do anything to hold on to
So
her.
does it?
Right.
Yeah, you're proving his point.
Yeah, no. Like I said, we all agree. But what I'm saying is that even
Do you even
women
remember
don't
what
have-
the original question was?
No,
I
the-
forgot.
What's the original question?
The original question is, do women need to be checked?
Yes.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. Everybody.
Your
needs-
argument was no.
No, because it was dependent on what? No, women don't need to be checked, but based on what you're saying, if you're saying for boundaries, yes, not only do women need to be checked, but so do males. Everybody needs to be checked in
The difference
regards
is
to
that men are
boundaries.
checked by the reality, the world, etc. If a man's a loser, reality lets him know he's a loser immediately. If
Yeah.
a woman's a loser, reality doesn't let her know she's a loser. That's my point.
because it's based on sex.
What? Yeah,
Yeah, no, it is. It's based on sex because
reality.
no, because males give
Myron.
women attention based on sex, and they will allow whatever.
All right, we're gonna
right?
move on.
They'll
We're gonna
allow,
move on.
let, they'll allow them do whatever based on
No,
sex.
But I brought you to the podcast. Me and you didn't fuck, right? And I have many guys that actually DM me on the podcast, and I literally made a post today. Said average guys do not DM me to come onto the podcast. So once again, it's like we live on two different worlds.
I agree with that. Males
You have
and females
opportunities
do.
afforded to you just
yeah.
because you're a female that a male would never get.
Yeah, and males give them to them based on sex. If she's not cute, no. If you don't have an interest in her sexually, then she doesn't have that. that opportunity. So she lives in the same
I
world
don't
as
have
others.
interest in you sexually, but you still on the podcast. I'm sorry to say.
Just
I've seen your Instagram.
On God.
But just by being
This
a
ain't
girl,
got nothing to do
So,
with
no,
this.
Yeah,
just being a girl, you got
It does.
opportunities
You
to
on
see
the
her every
panel.
day.
On
Well,
God.
because women are the center of how y'all run y'all's podcast.
Right, so it's not always about sex.
It's not necessarily based on
Sex appeal, not always about sex.
Well, sex appeal, but the whole thing is sex energy. The point, because women are the value. Y'all wouldn't have a podcast if it wasn't based on women.
I
Myron,
agree.
Excuse
with
me?
that.
Yeah.
Myron, get her.
There's been men on here too.
Myron, get her.
There's been men
I
on
mean, we have a day show by ourselves, but
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean,
But I feel like the most viewed is always with women because women are like attractive.
because
we
y'all
like-
say dumb shit.
Yeah, dumb
It's going to
shit.
be all the way 1,000. They'll say some stupid fucking shit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why the people watch the nighttime show, but we get a good amount of views on the daytime show too. It's about male self-improvement. It just so happens that guys want to self-improve for girls. So we're like, all right, y'all want to deal with women, this is how you deal with them appropriately.
Yep.
You got to be able to check them. You got to have your shit together. You got to be the top tier guy because girls don't want guys that are average anymore. Like, you
I
have to,
think it all comes down to like confidence in a man. Like I don't think you can teach somebody how to be good for a girl. I
but
think
how
it's
do they
in
get
you.
confidence
It's not
though?
like
How do they get confidence though?
From
From a
reading
girl.
your book.
No,
No,
that's a part of it. But
Yeah.
the
I
reality
think
is,
confidence is made
From
by
a woman.
experiences you can't be taught. Like I can't tell you go walk down the street and feel the best. Like it's gotta like come in you at some certain
wrong.
point.
I can tell him
Alright.
go to the gym. He gets muscle. He gets confidence.
Yeah.
I just told
typically
him
it
what
goes
to
like
do.
this.
There's still
Self-appearance.
I mean, yeah, but I still feel like some people are insecure people, and even if you have muscles, you might still feel insecure. You might still feel insecure even if you do have muscles. I think they're-
Perfect. There's so many options you can do as a man to gain confidence. That's just one of them.
Typically, it's competence leads
I
to
think
accomplishments.
confidence is
Oh
the
my
biggest
God.
thing for
Oh.
men.
Oh
Hold
gosh.
on.
Fuck, man.
Let me finish.
I think
Competence.
ambitious men,
What the fuck?
ambitious, successful men, most times don't have problems with confidence.
Yeah, but you're missing the point. How did they get that confidence? Comes from competence, which leads to accomplishments. Then the confidence comes after.
Experience.
that's what I
in life.
said.
But you guys are missing a
Successful.
big part. Like he's got to get the competence and to get the accomplishments. Like y'all are missing a huge part. Like the thing is
It's the
that
experience.
right. This is the thing, ladies. I've come to realize there's no real burden of success on women. So like y'all don't really know like what success is a lot of the times. Not all the time, but a lot of the times, right? Because a girl, right? If you're pretty enough, like you can literally see the world with no money as a girl if you're pretty enough. You can
Right.
have experiences that a man would have to be a multi-millionaire to be able to experience as a girl with no money,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So what I'm saying is that women really don't understand the masculine burden of performance. Is what I'm trying to say. A woman can never check a man because reality already does that fantastically. But we must check you guys because y'all don't live in reality is my point.
Well, I will agree with you there. Myron, I will agree with you there.
Myron.
Okay. No,
Okay.
seriously.
Okay.
Because no, it's the truth. Like you said, they have to build up value. That means they start off with no value. You start off with value. Okay. So if they have to start off with no value, that means they have to do a lot of trial and error. They have to do a lot of mistakes to get the things that you get freely, right? Which is attention. Okay. And attention translates to importance. Okay. A feeling of importance. Hey, what they don't like is answers in depth. Hey, Aaron, it's
Clearly.
cool, baby.
Yeah,
It's
but
cool, baby.
I mean, that's true. What you said, I think generally like Instagram, etc., has made what a lot of girls like egos through the roof.
Oh,
You know what I
for sure.
mean? And I think most girls don't respect most guys, thanks to social media, the internet, etc. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not here to cry about it. I'm just here to tell guys this is how a lot of modern day women view you. You need to become a top tier guy, or else you're going to get ignored. Simple.
Facts. Guys.